Hey folks, this is Beth Garrett with Elevating Your Image. Welcome to my Makeup Monday session. So tonight, are you interested in having fuller looking lips without having to go through costly or painful injections? Well, so tonight we're going to be looking at how you can contour your lips with a few basic products that's going to help them look fuller and will help your lipstick color last a whole lot longer than what you normally see it last. And then of course, this is going to help you avoid the expense. Did I mention that before? Okay, so first, welcome if you're on here live. I really appreciate you coming on here. Wave or say hi, I'm here. I just love it when I have company on here. And of course, if you're catching me on the replay, then most definitely let me know you stopped by. Please put hashtag replay or just give me some comments in the feedback or some feedback in the comment section. I love it when people leave me comments. I just feel like it supports me and it keeps me going. And if you're catching me for the first time, I encourage you to follow my page, Elevating Your Image, which this video is coming from. And each week I do at least 2 videos to help women know what it is that's out there that helps them look their best and help them to look fabulous. Now, I know I don't look really fabulous right now, but I'm going to look a lot better here in a minute when I get through contouring my lips. So if you like this content, tag me or share me, like me on Facebook. And I see that Margaret Groff has popped on. Thank you, Margaret, for joining me. This is going to be an interesting topic tonight. So let's talk about having fuller lips by using just a few basic products. And I actually picked this technique up here recently. Color Me Beautiful, which is the company that I use their products from, actually put out some information on this technique. It's a little bit different than I think what we've seen in the past, and I thought, how cool is that? And I love the look that it gave me, and I actually went over it with some people last week, so I thought I would share it tonight on here, and we'd do like a really quick demo. And I was holding this up at the beginning, but here's what I'm talking about. As you can see on this side right here, this young lady, that's just her with her natural lips. And then this right here is her at the end after she has contoured her lips. And as you can see, this right here, she's just got much fuller lips. And of course, she didn't have any procedures or any injections or anything like that done. She just used a few basic products to get that look. And we're going to talk about how you can do that. And I didn't share my Tacky Flamingo paraphernalia yet, but here it is. Tonight, this is my Tacky Flamingo paraphernalia. It is a dusting brush, the color of a flamingo. I actually have been using this with like a luminance powder or some dusting powder, and I just think it's cute, it's feminine, and it caught my attention. So this goes on the Tacky Flamingo list. All right, so let's just jump in and let's see what it is that can help us give us fuller lips. And Carol, I see Armstrong, I see that you're on. Thank you for jumping on and joining me. So I think the first thing that's going to surprise you that we're going to use is we're going to use a primer for the lips. And it's not exactly your usual primer. Tonight I'm going to be using the eyeshadow base primer, which really surprised me when I saw that you could use this. And I know it's a little backwards, and I promise you all here in a week or so I'm going to have my computer back up where the writing is, you can see it correctly. But this is the eyeshadow base, and most of you all are familiar with this product. It's by Color Me Beautiful, and you use it on your eyes to keep your eyeshadow from disappearing and from creasing, and it helps your eye makeup last a lot longer. Well, tonight we're going to use it on our lips as a lip primer, as a base for our lips. So I'm just going to take a little bit right here, and I'm just going to put a little dab, as you can see, on my hand. I'm going to put some of that on here so that I can use it, and I'm going to save it. Okay, and this can also, believe it or not, this can also be used as concealer. I hadn't thought about this, but this lip primer can also be used as a concealer, and also, like I said, for your eyeshadow. So then I'm going to take my little beauty blender, and I'm going to get some of it, and then I'm just going to take it and go put it all over my lips. And I'm going to have to use my little, well, I didn't get enough, and this one's mine, I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. I didn't get enough on my hand. But I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to put it on my lips. Put a base on here. Of course, and then I can just dab it with my sponge. And so what I'm doing is I'm creating a base for my lips. And this one, actually, you know, when you have like a secret recipe, the secret sauce, this is kind of like the secret to the sauce, is this lip primer. I mean, like I said, I never knew you could do this. And also, I'm going to put a disclaimer out here. So I would never make it in this world as a lip model because my lips, I have the most uneven lips of anyone I've ever seen. So just concentrate on the technique, and not exactly that my lips may not be the most even in how my lips are formed. So all right, so now that we've got our base on, so what we're going to do now is the lip liner. All right, and your lip liner should always be a little bit darker than your lipstick. I don't know if you knew that, but it should be a little bit darker. There's a few different types of looks that you can come up with. Well, tonight I'm going to use, since I'm a very warm toned person, I'm going to use a russet pencil. And it's a little bit darker than what I normally use, but I'm going to do it for the purpose on here so it will show up better. And then I'm going to use a Spice, which is a very nice warm red, very subtle lipstick color. But if you want a more neutral look, you can use something like a natural pencil with like a mocha latte type look of a lipstick there. Or if you want a really cool look with this, which I actually think would look great, is you could use an apple pencil with like a red carpet type lipstick to get your full look. So those are just 3 examples of what you could do, but I'm going with the russet, and I'm going to go with the Spice lipstick. So what you want to do is first you're going to start by just lining the bottom lip, and you're going to blend in some when you start the lining. You're going to go on the inside of the, I need to stop talking while I'm doing this because the lip pencil's everywhere. You're going to do the bottom and kind of blend up as you do it. And as you can see, I'm already starting to be a little uneven. All right, now you're going to move, and I've blended up some. So now you want to go to your top of your lips, and the first thing you want to do is make like a little X on your Cupid's bow. That's the other thing that I don't have a very defined Cupid's bow. My lips are almost like straight. Those of you who have a little Cupid's bow, it's really cute. With me, I have to kind of create one. So I'm just going to make a little X where one's supposed to be. Okay, now I'm going to align my the top of my lips. It's the same thing I did on the bottom. I'm going to line the top and then bring it in, blend inside some. Some more in there, all right? Okay, now you're going to bring it in from the outside, and you're going to blend from the corners, and you're going to blend inside too, blend toward the inside. And of course, the outside of your lips, it's got to be careful that it's not like in the cracks and everything where it like will then feather. But the other thing too, if your lips are uneven, you can kind of fix that a little bit with the pencil, if you know what you're doing, right? Okay, so now I have outlined my lips, and now what I want to do is go ahead and fill in any other spaces on my lips that I might have already missed. So you're basically using your lip pencil to contour your lip. Can y'all see that okay? Is it showing up okay? It looks kind of light on here, even though in person it looks darker, because the russet is a really dark color. Margaret, Carol, does that look dark enough? Can you see? Hey, Pam Davis, thank you for popping on. Okay, so after you do your lip liner, then what you want to do is take your Spice lipstick, and then you're going to cover I'm going to take my Spice, and then I'm just going to cover it really well inside and out. Make sure you get the inside of your lips. Okay. Okay, so this next part is really the trick of the trade, okay? All right, okay, good, Margaret, thank you. You're going to take your tissue. We've all blotted before in the past, right? We all know what blotting is. So we're going to take the tissue and just blot to get any excess off there. And then you're going to take your pencil again. Here's the trick. And you're going to contour again over top on the inside of your lips and on top of your lipstick. So you're doing that twice. You do it before you put your lipstick color on, and you do it afterwards. Wow, I can already see a big difference in my lips, at least from where I'm sitting here, right here. So, okay, so that you want to contour again with your pencil, all right? Then you want to do your cleanup. So remember the base, the eyeshadow base. If you got some, still should have some left on your hand. Then you can take like your concealer brush, like this, a very narrow brush. You can kind of get a little bit, and then you can kind of go down underneath and kind of clean it up where you might have jagged lines, like where you went outside your lines and maybe smeared a little bit. Okay, you could do that. And then you can take your, you can take some microfine powder, or like your powder, okay, with the eyeshadow. In this case, I'm using an eyeshadow blending brush, which is smaller, and then you can just kind of take it under the lip and with just soft strokes, and that actually kind of helps a little bit with the pouting layer. And that the second coat of your pencil actually helps with the pouting, making the lip kind of stick out some, and so you can finish it off with this. And then of course they recommend that you use like a little bit of a highlighting technique on your Cupid's bow, and there's actually two ways you could do that. If you have an luminance powder, you can just take your finger and just kind of tip it like right here. You just give you a little bit of highlight. But I prefer like there's like a stick. It's a highlighting stick, which makes it a lot easier. You don't have to stick your finger in something, but you just kind of, especially if you have a very nicely defined Cupid's bow, you can just kind of put it on the top there, and it just kind of give you a little, kind of a little perk there, right? It makes highlights. So I don't know if I can tell a big difference in my lips. I hope you all can too on this little video. So, and I really like that look, and I actually noticed the other day that my lips actually, the lip color stayed on a whole lot longer than it normally does. It's like I eat lipstick or something, and it disappears quickly, but this really did seem to last. So I hope you all like this technique. So what have we learned? So we have learned that with knowledge and a few basic products, you can have fuller lips without having like expensive procedures that give you costly injections, and that might be painful. And so with just a few products, and if you're interested in anything that I've showed you tonight, please feel free to reach out to me and say you'd like to have more information or even pricing on the products, and I'll get back to you very quickly. I always respond and check my messages. So like I said, this is kind of cool to know this little technique, and so I really do thank you for popping on here. And I have put some new pictures on my website, before and after pictures, if you want to check out some fun pictures at elevatingyourimage.com. And so come back next Monday for another episode of Makeup Mondays and see what I'm up to. And remember, if you want to enhance your possibilities in life, you've got to be elevating your image. And thank you so much for joining me. And we'll catch you on the next episode.